Hey everyone, welcome to this week's Project Runway recap.
Yeah, baby, it is the last runway show before the finale at Fashion Week in New York City, which has already happened, and we've already seen the collections. They're hot. And you know who the guest judge is for the, let's just do a little spoiler here, the guest judge for the final?
That's code for Posh Spice. Victoria Beckham.
Wow, you are a pig.
I can't help it. It's that freaking horseradish, whatever.
Horsey sauce?
Yeah, I can't even talk. Horseradish. So, anyway.
No wonder why you don't have a boyfriend. Last time Ricky went home.
Any boy.
Oh, okay. Smackdown.
Challenge tomorrow's Valentine's. Okay.
Oh.
Anyway.
Chris is keeping his model.
Yes,
Papa don't preach, I'm keeping my model. Yeah, good job.
So, it's time for one last field trip to 5th and 82nd Street.
You know what that is, kids. It's the Met. Love it.
So for this challenge, Tim tells us the designers will have to choose a work of art as an inspiration.
And you know what? There is 5,000 years of art at the Met. That is a lot of art to choose from.
Yeah, so they had to narrow it down. You had the Greek and Roman gallery, Greek and Roman sculpture gallery.
Right. The European painting gallery.
And the Temple of Dendur.
Love it.
That's crazy. I can't believe they freaking transported an Egyptian thing to like...
I love the Temple of Dendur. It was always right next to the Frank Lloyd Wright room. It's been a while though. I don't know if they still have that there. Okay, so they gave them all cameras to record the things that they liked, and they could print them out when they got back to the studio. Yeah. To the left, to the left. Yeah.
So, of course, Rami, right at home in the Greek and Roman sculpture room.
Oh, statue of Aphrodite? Click.
Click. Gotta do that drapery.
I know. Everybody else was inspired by the paintings.
Christian, yeah.
I'm surprised nobody was, inspired by Temple of Dendur. There's a lot of that going on there, and I like that.
Yeah.
So, you've got $300 to spend at Mood after 1 hour of sketching.
Yes. And they have 2 days to complete this challenge.
2 full days, practically. So, and Tim Gunn reminds them that hair and makeup are very important, and they're going to play a big part in this challenge.
Yes.
So, Christian.
He was inspired by this Spanish military painting.
Right.
And a lot of these paintings that they showed had dogs in the pictures.
Loved it.
I loved it. Okay, so...
Sweet Pea, also a painting of a peacock.
Yes.
You could have done a lot with that.
Yeah.
You really could have.
Oh, wait, I just wanted to mention Christian was trying to go for kind of a masculine kind of look.
Well, more androgynous.
Well, whatevs.
You know.
And Rami, like we mentioned... Sculpture of Aphrodite.
Missing the head, of course.
Just the draping, the beautiful draping.
I know. The head would have just taken away from the draping.
Yes.
Chris.
An 18th century French noblewoman.
With a banging dress on.
Yeah.
It was hot.
Major bow.
I know. Major. Jillian. A painting of the Argonauts. I didn't like that painting. But that's neither here nor there. So... yeah, they're working hard, and you know what?
It's a little tense in the workroom.
Jillian's been pressing fabric for 3 hours.
And Christian points it out. And she's like, I'm under enough stress already. Or I'm already self-cut, whatever. And he's like, ew, don't get bitchy.
It's fierce.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, on YouTube, if you do a search for Project Runway...
Christian's greatest moments.
Christian's greatest moments. It's like he says fierce like 1,000,000 times.
Ah, I love it.
And you could see the relationship between him and Tim Gunn. So check it out if you get a chance.
That was this episode. Where's Chris?
Yeah.
So.
Tim has a special guest. But not before Sweet Pea's model had an emergency.
You're messing me up.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, they bring in the models for fitting and the last thing you want to hear
is that your model's not there.
Yeah. Lee had a family emergency.
Right.
So she wouldn't be there until later.
Right. If at all. And she did make it later on.
Yeah.
We'll say that. So Tim had his special guest. And you know who that was. Collier Strong. Collier Strong.
Yes, of L'Oreal Paris Makeup.
Right. So they had a consultation with each of the designers about the makeup looks that they wanted. And some of them were quite fierce.
They were important for this look.
Yeah. So some of them were downright scary. Like Christian with
crazy eyebrows.
Eyebrows that went on for days. It was crazy.
It's like somebody took black tape and was like...
Oh my God, if I can only turn the page.
Yeah.
So the day of the show, Jillian and Sweet Pea are having major problems.
Yeah, they need to really make it work because Jillian's having a problem with her hem and if she even got the bottom of the dress on.
Yeah. And Sweet Pea, you know, her model didn't show up, so she was way behind.
Yeah. So Sweet Pea finished 5-10 minutes to spare.
Right. Jillian's like going with scissors. And I might
she
add...
did not hem the bottom of the dress.
Not a finished hem on that dress.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Oh, yeah.
It's time for the runway.
Mm-hmm.
Guest judge. Roberto Cavalli. I love that guy.
Me too.
Who will be out?
Oh, what?
I know.
Heidi, you're talking crazy.
Only 3 at the runway show this year.
Wow.
For reals. So, Chris's look came down the runway first.
Yes.
Couture elegance.
It was
that
very...
dress was hot.
It was, but it was very reminiscent of his dress when he collabed with Christian.
I know.
And they had the... But this one was more like a...
Yeah.
It was hot.
Hey, fashion is on a case-by-case basis. Just because 2 things happen pretty close together doesn't mean he copied it.
It doesn't matter.
I know. Christian.
Oh.
Crazy.
Gosh.
He made like 100,000 pieces.
And 99,000 of them were made in the first day.
I know.
In the first hour.
And the detail.
He was like, look at this.
I know. He just sews so fast.
He's so amazing.
He's so good.
I love him.
He was telling about how he basically, after he graduated high school, he moved to London too. And he worked with 2 famous designers over there.
And somebody else.
And he learned so much. He learned how to be fierce.
Yes.
So, Rami's up next. It's draped.
Oh, Rami.
It's draped.
This is a different situation than Chris March's.
Right, because Rami does it every challenge.
And it's not, like, different.
No. It's the same dress.
It's not, like, different.
Yeah.
And
so,
Sweet Pea.
I really liked her dress.
I did too. When she was making it, I was kind of like, this kind of looks like a clown suit.
I know.
Because
it wasn't fitted right.
They didn't really show it all the way, though, until the runway show, so I couldn't get a really good sense of what she was doing.
It was a
but
nice dress.
when I saw it, I was like, oh, I like it. Okay.
But it's not a showstopper.
Yeah, this was supposed to be like their defining moment.
Right. Jillian. The dress looked cheap to me. It looked cheap. Yeah, and another coat. Why doesn't anybody mention that she makes jackets and coats all the time?
She makes trench coats and jackets.
With pleats in the back.
Oh, cutouts. Wow. It's amazing.
BS. Overrated. Well, thankfully, the winner was Christian. I know. Finally, he gets his due.
Yes.
Because he really deserved it. That was fierce.
Fierce.
I know. Jillian, you're in. Sweet Pea. She's out.
Oh, Sweet Pea.
I hated that they had to tell her that. She was really torn up about it, too, because she was really hoping that she would get a chance. And she didn't. And it's unfortunate because I think a lot of it had to do with her model not showing up. Chris March and Rami Kashu, you're on the chopping block.
Yes, you are.
Chris repeated once.
Rami all the time.
Yeah.
Enough draping.
Who are you going to pick?
And the Bravo viewers voted that. Enough draping.
72% enough draping. Thank you. So, Heidi has a surprise announcement.
You are both in. But...
like the day of Fashion Week, you show up with your line, and the top 3 looks, it's going to be a MF and walk-off between the top 3 looks.
So mother effing walk-off.
I know.
So you got to bring your 3 strongest looks out, and they're like,
I know.
You're out. So only one will make it. That's really sucky.
Yeah, it is really sucky.
Because you work for months on your collection, and then you don't even show.
Yeah, but you know what the good part of sucky is? It's on Bravo's dime. So they get to create all these looks, and they get the benefit of a benefactor.
Still, just emotionally.
Yeah, emotionally it's not cool. So next week we're not having the runway show.
No.
Because they got a lot of editing to do, I'm sure.
Bravo always does this.
They stick in the reunion show, and they keep us wanting
more. They bring
more.
everyone back.
I know. We get to find out the fan favorite. We get to see all the Tim Gunn clips.
We get to find out how Jack is doing.
I know. I can't wait to see everybody. And by the way, Victoria's a bitch.
And Heidi, like, she's like, oh, Victoria's always been uptight.
She's wound a little
And Victoria's
tight.
like, what?
And Tim's like, I know.
I will slap you.
Okay, so...
Wouldn't you love to see that? Victoria just get up and slap Heidi in the face.
I would like to see her knocked on her ass. I'm sorry.
I would like to see Victoria slap Heidi in the face.
And I would like to see...
And then see Heidi slap
go,
Victoria in the face.
Okay. Till next week, kids, when we dish the dirt.
Much love.